Good evening, Astralites, one and all. I have missed you guys so much. I hope you're enjoying this splendiferous Saturday. Um, Little bit about what's been going on this past week. Well, for starters, I got a new phone. It's a government phone, but you know what? It's a Samsung S8 and it's free, and so far hasn't been causing me any problems. So, um, I had yoga this morning. I ran my usual errands after that. And let's see. Uh, I hey, whoever's there, hi. Feel free to chat with us. The chat room is open right next over to me. It's a little section right over here. But anyway, getting off track here. Um, oh, almost lost my train of thought. But basically, I got to meet Juliana's other family members. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to get the words out, but whatever. And they're very sweet too. The mom's a hugger, which threw me off a little bit because I was expecting a handshake, but very sweet woman. Same as her sister. She looks a lot like Christina Moore. It is the craziest thing, but you know what? They're super nice. But anyway, uh, as you can see, Juliana's not going to be with me this evening. I am once again here on my lonesome. She did invite me to go on the birthday outing with them, a belated birthday outing, because well, I don't know if she told you when her birthday is, but I'm not going to tell you if she didn't. So, but I was like, you know what? I got other stuff to do at the house. I picked up the clothes and I threw the trash out, etc., and things like that. Mainly, I just wanted to. I figured it would be the perfect opportunity. Excuse me, the perfect opportunity to load up a new video because I'm actually almost at a 600 watch hours now. So that's actually it's actually a step forward for Juliana and I. Um, I mean, granted, we each have our own channels, but still, what's hers is mine, vice versa. But anyway, today's topic is, as you can see from the title, "Bump the Bozos, Save Your Soul." And we've been talking about a lot of this over on one of my fellow YouTubers' channels, and I put hashtag You Are Priceless. That goes out to a lot of the women, specifically the black women, because they've been treated like utter garbage. Whether it's a celebrity or if it's just, hey, Jay, how's it going, bro? I'm glad you could tune in. Shout out to you, bro. Uh, the black women, they've been being mistreated by all of these I don't want to say black men because there are still some black men and good ones in the world. Um, but my fellow YouTuber, he calls them bozos, so I was like, I at least use bozo for this one YouTube channel at least, because I figure uh, these guys just frustrate me. If you can even call them guys, I use that term very loosely. But is it so hard just to treat a woman right? I mean, look at Juliana. I treat her like royalty. I do all these different sorts of things for her. And this is coming from a black man. And I know you guys are saying, but Juliana's white. If she was black, it'd be the same amount of respect, the same amount of courtesy that I would still give to her. Whether she was black, white, orange, green, magenta, whatever. I'm still going to show her the same amount of respect. But I can't say the same about these other quote unquote boys. Like, seriously, what is wrong with you guys? Now, I know there has been at least one or two adults, doesn't even have to be your parents. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that. Much love to you, bro. I know you boys have at least learned, doesn't even have to be your parents, how to show love and kindness to a woman no matter what the race is. But for some reason, you want to be targeting black women. What's the deal with that? We've spent 400 plus years, our ancestors been spending 400 plus years in slavery because a white man is doing the same thing that we promised our people we wouldn't do. And yet here we are. Somebody explain that to me. Why is it that we're turning on our own people? Like, I I have what is wrong with you boys? Seriously. Like, I'm talking about, these are the same types of boys that are saying, "Oh no, you're not going to college. You're going to serve me full time," or "I'm not going to pay for a dinner. I'm going to have you do it." Oh, before I forget, that actually, one sec, thirsty. This is green tea extract. This stuff's really good. It's a rock star. But I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, yeah. So saying now I remember. Okay. So ladies, really pay attention when I tell you this part. Don't tell these bums that you are independent, because they're just going to take advantage of that. Don't tell them you live on your own. Don't tell them you drive your own car, you run your own business. Don't tell them any of that. Because in the back of their head, they're just going to be like, "Oh, she's going to do just wonderful. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that." Don't even say that. Don't even let them know you're independent, you're your own person, this or that. Trust me, it's not going to go very far. And the reason I titled it Save Your Soul is because some of these women, they don't, for some reason, they're having trouble escaping from these bozos, these clowns, these pennywises, whatever you want to call them. Is it so wrong? And I know it's not. This is just a rhetorical question. Excuse me. I don't think it's wrong to show a woman of any culture, or any race rather, that they should be treated with the same amount of, it takes respect to get respect. But if you're just gonna mistreat these black women, just stay away from them. Hey, Werder, how's it going, boss? You're just in time. I appreciate you guys showing up. Uh, for those of you just tuning in, talking about how break free of these bozos, save your soul, because they're just gonna mess your life up. Like we were talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce earlier. We were talking about Beyonce hasn't been the same since she's been with Jay-Z. And we've we've been talking about how ugly he is too, but I'm gonna be on my best behavior for that one. Because if you guys know me, you know I'm not able to hold my tongue very, very much. So, but I guarantee you that, because this has been happening a lot, black women have been they've been in competition for some weird reason with Latinas, and it's crazy. It's crazy stuff that guys. I mean, I get it if that's your thing. If you prefer Latinas over black women, but I'm talking about doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, okay, look at Michael B. Jordan, that the most recent. He left a gorgeous, stellar black woman for a Latina, and she was she probably didn't even think twice about it. She was like, "Oh, Michael B. Jordan, what do I care?" She should at least know the reason why he ended it with her. I mean that's crazy. But black women, if you're watching this, you are priceless. You are worth more than the bozo you're with. If you continue to stay with this bozo, you basically just sold your soul to the devil. Like, you're not gonna break free of him. He's gonna be under your control. And I know some of you ladies are like, "Oh, nobody's in control of me, Astral. Are you serious right now?" I'm dead serious. And if you're really that passionate, and that means that you're too good for these bozos anyway, and you don't even bother with them. But if you're this passionate and you're with the bozo, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, why are we giving these bums a chance if they're not gonna show you the proper amount of respect that you always ask for? You are priceless. You are worth so much more. You deserve to be well educated. You deserve to have the career you've always wanted since you were a kid. These bums are not going to do anything for you. It, uh, it's ridiculous. I mean, and guys, if for those of you in the live chat, feel free to pitch in. I'm open to your opinions and whatnot. See if some more people show up tonight. But it's like we are sacrificing our own way of living just to just to impress these clowns that we're with. Black women have been through so much and deserve so much more. And if Juliana was black and I'm who I am now, I'm still going to show her the same amount of respect. Let's say she was black and a beautiful Latina passed me by. I'm still going to be with Juliana. Yeah, I appreciate that. Shout out to Warder Bremen here. Um, one of the guys who, one of my fellow moderators, actually, over on a YouTuber, a mutual YouTuber, we both show a substantial amount of respect for. But yeah, absolutely, we should not be mistreating these women. And we're giving more credit to look. I love I love Latin women just as much as anybody else, but I'm not going to leave a beautiful black woman for the wrong reasons to do it. And it's like, okay, so if you're with the bum, all they're gonna do is lie, cheat, impregnate you, and it, just leave you to fend for yourself. And I know you ladies don't want that anymore. So I am pleading with you: bump these bozos. You are winners; they are losers. If they were actually winners, they wouldn't be doing the things they're doing to you now. And I got a few more minutes. And let's see. Come on. I know there's a few of you who've got many opinions who are on my channel. I know you guys want to take a look to see what's going on. So live chat's open for all you guys. I would love to hear more about your opinions. Uh, because I'm gonna check out my buddy's page a little later on, probably after Juliana gets back from her birthday dinner. But it's the truth though. Like, oh, that's what I was gonna say because I mentioned this on my buddy's channel earlier. Have you noticed that at the Oscars, Rock was kind to the Bardem couple, the Bardems, saying that they're gonna share an award or something of that nature, and then he goes around and I know you guys are like, "Oh, Astral, we already know what happened." Some of you guys didn't connect the dots though. So he says the Bardem sharing of an award or something of that nature, and then he goes on to we all know Clown Jada because I bet you he already knew she had Appalachia. There are, I'll admit, Werder, there are a couple of white bozos. There are a couple white bozos. But the black man has been the primary source of the problem, though. That's what I've been saying. The black man has been the primary source of the problem because a white man, if you notice, a white man has been treating a black woman the way she should have been treated. Like if you watch The Flash, Barry Allen and Iris West Allen, white man, black woman, together in holy matrimony. I want to say happily ever after, but I'm not quite finished with the season yet. So we're just gonna have to wait on that part. But and that was the other thing because somebody was trying to fight me on this. I think it was 1 or 2 weeks ago. I was saying white men and black women, if they date, if black, if white guys date black women, I said as a black man, we don't care if you date our women. We really don't. And then he was trying to fight me on it, and I'm sure Juliana remembers this because she was on that chat that day that as well. He was like, "Yeah, but that's not the majority." Do you not see how many biracial couples and families we have these days? Bump that. They are the majority because these days there are more biracial couple. Look at the okay. Do me this favor, bozos. Look up the stats and tell me which majority is higher: black family, Latin family, biracial family. I guarantee you, biracial family is going to be the high percentage of the majority. So don't even try to fight me on this. But yeah, there are white bozos, and well, I probably have to do a little more research on that one because I'm mostly talking about the black bozos. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat, reading the message here. The white bozo will whisper sweet nothings in your ears. Black bozo, let's admit, just sloppy. German Nigerian mix, and I look what. All right, let's show that one. The- Sorry about that. That was actually my first message. I got to choose to either show or hide, so that's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, Warder, I've seen pictures of you, man. You actually look very decent. I can tell you're mixed with something. Like I know you're from Germany and everything. And yeah, the black bozos, they are sloppy. That's why we have so many problems with them today. And that's why we keep talking about the black bozos and not the white bozos. Because there's more blacks than there are white bums. It's sad, but it's true. I mean, I'll probably have to do more research on the white bozo, but you know what? I pretty much I've honestly seen enough white bozos to last me a lifetime. I'm more disappointed because as a black man, I'm seeing all these black women being mistreated by our own kind, and it needs to stop. This stuff's getting ridiculous. And hey, Werder, I'm proud of you. You're only into black women. I mean, good on you. And they are great. Black women, you're wonderful. You're great. But you really gotta watch out for these bums because these clowns will ruin your life if you choose to stick around with them. If you choose to continue to associate with them. And that's why parents are like, okay, you know what? I don't want you to really date anybody. I want you to focus on your studies, make a name for yourself, have a great career because I want what's best for you. I want you to have the entire world if need be. Things things along that nature. The the black community, it's fallen to pieces because we have turncoats in our own community. We got all these we got all these boys who just want to disrespect their own kind. Oh yeah, I remember you were saying excuse me. I remember you were saying your daughter's black. Yeah, that's why I got mad respect for you. You know, you're from Germany. You're a Nigerian mix, which is amazing, by the way. Germany Nigerian. You don't see too many of those. You don't see too many of that sort of mixtures these days, and that's good because you're gonna say, "Okay, baby girl, this is how the world works," and you being of black descent, not just German but also black, because that's gonna play an important role. That's gonna play an important role for her because you're gonna have to explain to her, just like I'm explaining to everyone else, that you gotta be careful of who you associate with, especially if it's a black man, because like I don't even trust black men anymore. I mean, my own family, that's different. I'm just like, it's hard for me to walk down the street sometimes because I don't know when to. Because because here's the thing, I live around a whole bunch of crazies. Like half the time, oh yeah, appreciate it. I'm keeping it 100. If y'all don't like it, y'all can leave. I'm speaking 100% truth here. It is not that hard to be nice, to show respect, because y'all doing some little kid stuff. And you know what I think it is? I think it's because, and I know you guys have, you probably seen some parents do this with their kids, but here's, I don't even like having to say it, but it was that whole, I think this is part of the problem. It was that whole, oh, if he hits you, that means he likes you. And they grow up thinking that's okay. They're like, oh, it's cool. If I hit you, that means I like you. Stop telling your kids that. That is some white BS right there. I don't know who came up with that codswallop. That is precisely the problem, because they're going to go into adulthood thinking it's okay to hit a woman. And don't even get me started on that, because I will put you on full blast. Like I hate that just as much as these dog owners putting leashes around their mouths. That's one of my top pet peeves. Don't ever say, "Oh, they hit you because they have a crush on you." No, parents would actually say, if they hit you, use your words. Tell them that is not okay. Three simple words. Use your words. That's what we should be telling our children. Not, oh, if they hit you, it's okay. That just means they have a crush on you. Stop telling them that, because they're going to grow up to think that's okay. And we've already got enough problems with those bums doing it in the first place. Like, when I have a daughter, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's okay. If he hits you, that means he likes you. I'm not going to tell her that. I'm just going to straight up tell her, if he hits you, tell him, no, that is not cool with me. Don't ever do that again. Do not put your hands on me. I'm a lady. I'd expect to be treated as such. Exactly. That's what pains me, because I don't even see black parents doing that. I never once seen a black parent be like, "Oh, if they hit you, that means they like you." I've never once seen a black parent do that. I've seen black parents be like, "If they put their hands on you, you better say something." That's what. That's more of what I see. That's more the approach you got to take with these kids. And that was actually, speaking of that too. Like, I don't know what is up with these middle schoolers. They're screaming bloody murder. They're playing around the train tracks. They're doing this and that, because I see this almost every time I go to work. Because the bus I take passes the middle school, it goes through that area, and I don't know what it is. It's just, I, we've gone wrong somewhere as the grown ups. we have gone wrong somewhere. Like I don't know what it is we've done wrong, but these kids today, I don't know what they act like. They ain't got no sense. Got we got these little hoodlums. Back when I was working at the candy store, they want to act like they're all hot spit and everything, and I just give them a look like, you know what, today is not the day. They're just like, oh, can I have this? Hey, yo, I'll pay you this much if I can get this type of candy right here. And it's summertime, so they're gonna get kids like that in the store, and it's ridiculous because they know their parents aren't around. And I know my mom would be going with us in every single store. She would be coming with us to make sure we didn't do all that. And we're giving these kids too much freedom. That's what the problem is. We are giving them too much freedom. They're hanging out with people they're not supposed to be hanging out with, and you wonder why they're throwing so much attitude when they get home. It's the people they associate themselves with. I I know exactly how you feel. I get it. It's these kids, they play around too much and that they get in trouble like a minute later. All because we told them it was okay that they had crushes on them. That's why they put their hands on them. No, you don't put your hands on a woman ever. I mean, I would go red rum too. I'm not even gonna lie. That's my baby girl. I just be, I'll go straight up to the guy who even put his hands on her. Like I don't care if it's middle school, high school, grade school. That is not okay. And I think that's where in lies the issue of why we have bums. It's because of the parents' tactics to being a good parent. It's like don't ever in your life tell a child that it's okay to hit somebody they have a crush on. You tell them to use their words instead. Because then they're going to show more respect later as they grow along. You know what I mean? It's just, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Those are the types of people who are going to grow up to be bozos that we so much loathe and disrespect for. But yeah, it's real, it's truth, man. Show respect to these women. Show them, be a gentleman. Like whatever happened to being a gentleman? Whatever happened to courtship? Or as these boys would say it, oh, she's leading me on. No, she's not leading you on. She just wants to know if you're good enough for her because she's not going to give up the cookie for you right away if she shows respect for herself. And I got so much respect for black women who do that. Any woman really, but specifically black women because that has been the issue. We have been showing so much disrespect towards these black women. They deserve so much more. It's crazy, man. It's we really got. I'm embarrassed to be black anytime I see these bozos act a fool towards these black women. Like, if you okay, if you like Latinas, don't bother with a black woman. It's plain and simple. Don't get with a black woman and break up with her because you all of a sudden decide you want a Latina. And for because I'm also Hispanic. I'm Mexican, so it's a slap on both cheeks. Just I like to say I'm Blaxican, but that's something else entirely. Give me 1 second here. Just talking to my lady here. I know she's probably not going to answer right away because she's at her birthday dinner I mentioned before. I'll tell them quick. I can show you better. Order you a trip for that one, man. I'm telling you. That's something our mutual friend says on his channel. I can show you better than I can tell you. It's the truth, though. Like these Latinas, they'll give these brothers a time of day without even a second thought, and that pains me. Being part Hispanic, seeing the Hispanic women just, ooh, a black man. All right, sucky sucky now. Not that they say that last part. I'm an old soul, so I say a bunch of old school stuff. But it's real. It's crazy, man. I'm just like, that's why I say, bump the bozo, save your soul. Otherwise, otherwise you're losing precious time with your own life. You are sacrificing for somebody who is not even worth it. We need more. I'm embarrassed to look. All right, I think I'll show that one too because I like that one. Yeah, it's yeah. You're embarrassed to be white. Anytime you see a white bozo, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm embarrassed to be black anytime I see a black bozo, because then at the back of my head, I'm just like, okay, what steps can I take to avoid becoming like that? It's more of a subconscious feeling, but that's what plays in the back of my head anytime I see a black bozo messing up. And we were talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm just like, the other day, actually, the other night, I was saying, oh, it's because he has money. The My homie who I was talking to, he was actually like, no, it's not because he has money. It's due to the fact that he has power. Because yeah, if he didn't have power, if he didn't have money, being a billionaire, doing this and that, he couldn't mess around with all those other women. No one can. He okay. He hit the number one jackpot, getting with Beyonce. But all he is he's a sperm donor with a wedding ring. That's all he is. You can't really call him Beyonce's husband or father to her child. because we were even talking about it earlier today. Is like he tried to show love and affection to his daughter, and his daughter just pretty much like, "What are you doing? Don't be doing all that." Because that's how toxic the relationship is. When a child sees you doing that to your spouse, they're gonna pick up on that. It's gonna reflect on how they are in the coming years once they grow. And I even mentioned Chris Rock earlier. I was talking about, he was married, now he's divorced, because I'm pretty sure his ex-wife knew he was a bozo. Like, you're gonna mention how the Bardems have to share an award, and everybody and their mama knew that Jada Pinkett Smith has Appalachia. He did that joke on purpose, and he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna say this joke. I guarantee you nothing's gonna happen." And then, what do the five fingers say to the face, Chris? Bam. By the way, I apologize for the camera moving so much. I don't have a steady desk to sit it upon just yet. I'm working on it though. You know, oh, actually, that's the other possible good news. I may be having, because we applied to this place where it's a government building, and we have to be on a wait list, this and that. Uh, the lady, she was nice. She told me come back in 4 weeks. Uh, we should be bumped up on the wait list by then. So most likely, uh, after the first, I'm gonna probably go check out on that because it's actually a lot more spacious than it is here. But anyway, that's a story for a different time. Let's see here. Twice as hard when you're mixed. It is twice as hard when you're mixed. Um, because even if you're, everybody's been acting a fool lately, especially during the summertime. It's triple digits. I've seen two people lose their mind. Like this guy, not too much younger than me, Taco Bell acting a fool, kicking chairs, tables, whatever. I just went turn to the right, and I was on my way back not too long ago, running an errand for Juliana, and I see this dude smashing a, well, not smash, but he was hitting his skateboard on a bike rack. I was like, this dude's not only doing this on a bike rack, but it's in front of a person's place of business. I'm just like, people are losing their mind. But that's a different. I'd say that's a different sort of crazy that I'm talking about. But yeah, it is harder when you're mixed because it. Once a black woman finds out you're black yourself, they want nothing to do with you, especially if you're the nicest guy on the planet. They're gonna be like, "Nope, you're a black man. I don't deal with black men. I'm sorry." It's because of their past experience dealing with black bozos. It's because of the black bozos, nice black men who, on a rare occurrence, want to be with a black woman. They just can't anymore because the men they associate themselves with, that's going to reflect on how they act towards the nicer generation or the nicer group of black men. Like, take me for instance. I'm a nice black man, and let's say I'm single and I'm only looking for black women. They're gonna want nothing to do with me. I don't even have to be a bozo. I just have to be black. Black women want nothing to do with me because that's gonna reflect on them. They've been with so many black bums, they want nothing to do with me. It is not, and we've also been talking about how they don't even use hygiene. They don't use proper amount of hygiene. They don't bathe. They don't use mouthwash. Nothing. How hard is it to smell nice and to look proper? No woman is gonna want to deal with you, and if they do, eh, I don't even want to think about that. No, I do not. Black women, just save your time, save your money. All in all, just save yourself. And some women catch up on it quickly. Some don't. And some black women, I don't know what it is. Like they'll know that the guy's a bum, and they'll just stick around to see if they can actually change. They're not going to change for anybody. You get what you get with those clowns. Like they're not going to change for one person. You can be black, white, red, whatever. They are who they are. You could either leave them and continue living your life, or stick with them and just call it a day. Just call it quits. Just because look here, I was talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? Beyonce has been so miserable for the past 20 years being with them. Yeah, exactly. Like as soon as they hear that you're Nigerian, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't do black people. I don't do black men." You're that's it, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like back in the 70s, right? Black men and black women could just be a couple without even thinking about it. They didn't even have to be bozos. They could be the nicest black man on the planet. But you know what? After the 70s, it just got worse than there. From there, they're just like today. They're just like, oh no, you're black. I can't do it. And Juliana says the same thing. Like if I just wanted to be with black women, I can't. Like as soon as they find out I'm black, and I'm not just black. I'm mixed with a whole bunch of different things, but black is being the primary operative word in this situation here. It will. It is a scarce, rare occurrence if a black woman does. Uh, it does end up with a black man. It is going to be a rare occurrence. It's like uh, these bozos. They making men like me look bad. They're because it's going to be a shame when because my daughter's going to come out black. Well, not come out because well, that's a bit of a private conversation. But anyway, I'm nonetheless I'm going to have a black daughter, and it's going to break my heart when she's going to be like, "Daddy, I've become attracted to black men, and I don't know what to do." That is going to be a heartbreaking conversation. having to tell your black baby girl, honey, I'm sorry, but I really don't want you dating black men. If you find a good one, that's great, but it's going to be a rare occurrence because all they've done is mistreat black women. And, and I'm hoping I don't have to have that conversation. I'm hoping she can expand her horizons like everyone else does. Usually, I'm not a traditionalist, but this is more of an exception to the rule because black women are unhappy when they're with black men. That's just the point of it. Because all they want to do is mistreat them, cheat on them, uh, lead them for Latinas. You're better off just going to Colombia and just handling your business, or just be with a guy for that matter. But that's trying to get comfortable. But that's what I'm saying. Like, would it be nice for a proper black man to date a black woman? Absolutely. But that's going to be a rare occurrence. It's not going to be like the 70s anymore. It's not like a nice black man meets nice black woman, they live happily ever after, the end. Because all you're going to see that is from the baby boomers. They're going to be like, "Oh, we've been together since summer 76. Been happy ever since then." And then they'll even tell you like, "Oh, I don't like this younger generation of these black men mistreating these black women." They'll even tell you straight up. Like, I'm really hoping that our daughter expands her horizons so that way I don't have to have this talk with her. I don't have to break her heart and tell her all a black man's going to do is break your heart, because that's all that's been happening to these black women. And it's really sad. It's morose that I have to even come out and say stuff like this. Being a black man, being a proper black gentleman, I really wish people would take after me or take after my buddy who does his channel, who does his own thing. We are the prime examples of black gentlemen who would treat a black woman with honesty, respect, treat her like she's the only woman for us in the entire universe. But all these black men want to do is act a damn fool. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be a rare occurrence where you're going to be like, okay, let's say you have that one friend who's in your group. You guys are out having a beer, having a good time. He's single. I want my daughter to be with anything, just not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Werder is if it's a nice black guy, that's great. But it's sad to say that will most likely not happen. If she expands her horizons, that's great. Because these bums are showing nothing but bad examples of why our daughters cannot be with them. But yeah, basically what I was saying was, let's say you're in a group of black friends, you're black yourself, however it goes. Uh, you're out having a beer, you're shooting the breeze, things like that. And one of your single guy friends is like, you know what? I wish I could just find one good sister I can be with. And you have to be the bearer of bad news to let them know that it's not going to happen. Not because there's anything wrong with him, except for the fact that he's black. And he's going to be unaware of this whole thing. He's going to be like, that makes no sense because I'm black. A black woman's not going to want me because I'm basically the same color as her. If you explain the black bozo concept to him, he's going to understand it in a minute. But I actually prefer, I think it's just because I'm in a biracial relationship. I just prefer black women to be with other races. Just expand your horizons a bit. And I know there are some black women who are like, oh, I don't get down with the swirl. Oh, good luck finding a black man, and that's going to treat you right. Because there's nothing but black bums these days. I wouldn't want my daughter to be with a black man either. Just this concept alone ruins it. I mean, if she finds a nice black man who's gonna treat her right, great. But it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be scarce. It's gonna be on a rare occurrence. Like you see a bunch of these young brothers today, they're actually biracial. You know, they're most of them are beige colored. Like I say that like lighter skin tone than I am, like basically Drake looking. And I don't know if you guys watch this show. It's called Naomi. It's on the CW. It's basically a young sister with powers, and she's dating a black guy. And granted, he's not full on black, but even so. He can be a bozo at times, but he seems like a good kid nonetheless. But that's my point on being a rare occurrence, because she could be Nigerian. That's what her skin tone tells me. She's dark skinned with dreads, basically. Her parents are biracial or adoptive parents, however you want to put it. But that's what I'm talking about. A dark skinned woman being with a light skinned black man. That's going to be on a rare occurrence. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I would prefer if my daughter ends up with, if it is a black man, I'm hoping that he's at least white or Latin or something. Just can pass for, almost pass for white, basically. Because as a parent, you would want the best for your kid, right? And if they choose to date a brother, to date a black man, that's when you really got to keep your eyes on them like a hawk. Because they're going to tell you stuff that happened, whether it's good or bad. And you're just. Yeah, I know you are a warrior. I show nothing but love and respect for you, bro. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not down with the swirl, then you're either gonna be alone or you're gonna be with a bum. That's gonna be the long and skinny of it. You're better off being with somebody outside of your race. Because that's gonna crack me up for a minute. That's just really funny. Uh, just really consider your options, black woman. If you're with a bum, leave him. Don't don't cheat on him. Don't look at other guys. Just flat out leave him because bums like that are never gonna change. You are priceless. You are worth so much more than you know. You deserve to be with the man who's going to treat you like a queen, like royalty. Look at me. I'm a black man and I'm happy. Whether my fiance was white, black, Latin, or even green, I'd still be happy. There's nothing on this earth I wouldn't do for him. Black men need to start showing that. It's good. Yeah, mixed breeds need to stick together, man. I'm saying. But that's what it is, though. Like, you know, uh, we were even talking about Kanye. I'm just like, I give the Kardashians a whole bunch of guff. Uh, Mostly Kim, though. But she is so intelligent. She wants to act like a ditz for some reason. And being with Kanye has made it much worse. I'm just thinking to myself, why is she still with him in the first place? Like, especially since he's made friends with Trump and all that. You know how much respect he's lost just because of that? I was embarrassed to be black that day, too. It's like, okay, I knew Kanye was a fool and everything, but now he's being chummy with the person who's basically one of the tyrants of when he was in the office. It's like, nope, I'm done. I I was laughing so hard because I remember a few weeks ago I was watching a clip from South Park when they were making fun of Kanye West and the fish. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was hilarious. It was a great episode. I think it was one of the earlier seasons, if I remember. But Kim could do so much better. She's smarter than she looks. We don't need any more of these manosphere KS bums. That's the reason the black women don't date black men anymore. Excuse me. Ever since the manosphere happened, that's when black women decided to start expanding their horizons. Because that alone ruined it for good black men such as myself, such as my buddy on his channel. The manosphere ruined the image of good black men. That's why we've been saying, expand your horizons. And honestly, I've grown used to the fact that we live in a biracial society. I actually prefer it. And there's a few good black men. There really are. I know a few of them. Um, Actually, a couple of them are good friends of mine. They're pastors at my church. Uh, both black, beautiful. Been together quite some time. They're happy. So I'm just like, why can't there be more couples like them? It's like, why can't there be more happy black couples? And then Manosphere. It just ruined the image of good black men. And I hope to the universe that a Manosphere person is watching this, because I will put you on blast without a second thought. Seriously, I dare somebody from the Manosphere to come at me. I will shut you down in a split second. Because you guys are the reasons black women find it so hard to trust a good black man. Oh yeah, guys. Oh, hi, Levy. I'm glad you could join us. My fiance is online with us. Say hello to Juliana if you could. She got my message. I told her I was running a live right now. Yeah, honey, I was just telling everybody how these black women should just leave these bozos and save their souls, save their lives, whatever they need to do. It's because of the manosphere. They've ruined the image of good black men. Black women should not have to. They shouldn't have to suffer. They should not have to struggle to trust a good black man. But the damage is done. It's like they need to adapt to their lives now. They need to find someone outside their race. And I encourage black women to date outside their race anyway. Mm. I'll see you when you come home. But yeah, you're really gonna enjoy this video, Levy. Usually I go 20, 30 minutes, but I never had a chat before, so this is actually this is actually really good, guys. All right, thank you, Warder, for greeting her, inviting her in, and all that good stuff. I appreciate it. That's my bride to be right there. She's seen me at my best. She's seen me at my worst. She supports me no matter what. I love her to death. I've been getting major hits. I've actually been I'm selling one of my cell phones on Mercari, and I've been getting a lot of crazy likes. Probably because I'm selling it for under 400. That's just because it's a Z Flip 3 5G. That's why. But yeah, there's nothing in the world I wouldn't do for that woman. and vice versa. But black women, if you're watching this and if you're with one of these clowns, leave them. They're going to keep you from going to school. They're going to keep you from having a career you enjoy. They're just going to impregnate you and leave you to fend for yourself. Bozo, as our buddy likes to say it. But that's where we're at in reality. Black men can't be with black women anymore, even if we want to. And it's going to be a rare occurrence to see a black woman with a black man. The pastor couple I was talking about earlier, they were actually they've been together since before the manosphere was even a thing. So I'm still counting it. I don't care. Yeah, because that's where we're at, Werder. That's where we're at. Black women need to date outside their race. That's the only way they're gonna meet somebody who's not gonna show disloyalty. A black woman will show her undying support for a black man, but a black man will not show the same courtesy. It's That's just where we're at. Date outside your race. Bump the black bozo. Save your soul. And that's the only way you're going to find happiness is if you date outside your race, you expand your horizons, as we all say. Um, that's about all I got for you guys. I want to thank everybody who was able to make the live chat. And Juliana and I are going to see the Black Phone this upcoming Tuesday. So be on the lookout because we're most likely going to be doing another one of our spoiler videos. And we still have to show you guys because we did a video on homelessness, so we gotta get that video back up. Shout out to Werder, shout out to Jay, uh, shout out to my beautiful bride to be Juliana. Not the bozo. Break free the brozo, save your soul, live your life. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining my chat. I really appreciate it. Feel free to share the video if you know somebody. Um, have them subscribe to my channel. Let them know what's what. Have them watch it. Get the likes up. Handle your business. I love you guys. I'll see you later on. Werder, I'll see you on Homeboy's channel. As I say one more time, bump the bozo, save your soul, live your life. Namaste.